All right, you guys, this is the thing about our culture. Our culture is about producing so much, being so attached to trinkets, trips, and titillations that you're willing to forego your ability to rest, your ability to heal and seal and regenerate. And so we have people in my protocol that are sick. Yes, they're sick. They have issues, but they got some energy from the J's, yes. But the JG energy is supposed to distribute all the food to the proper places, and then you have to heal and seal, especially when you're trying to reverse all your issues, especially when you're trying to adapt to the new level of the environment with all these crazy viruses and conflicting programming. You have to stop, you must stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. Okay? That's what got everybody into this whole situation to begin with, because they're competing with other people and trying to keep up with somebody else. They don't have the genetic makeup because they haven't given themselves the time to freaking heal. And so they're expending more energy than they're able to regenerate. And then they put themselves way behind the 8 ball. I don't have the strength of my husband. I got exposed to a variant that, holy crap, it kicked my ass, but it's not like a bad kicking ass. It was just that I knew I had to go through an evolution. It barely even affected him. Okay? Now he's aging, so there's two ways you can go about doing these viruses. You have no symptoms and you age faster, or you have symptoms and you expel. But it's not destroying you. I'm not going to end up on a ventilator. I have a very productive cough, but it's getting the freaking stuff out, which is a pain in the ass. Not that it's hard, but it's just like I have to cough it out. I have to give time to my body. I have to give time to rest. I'm not taking J juice to forego my rest, because that's what people are doing. They're taking J juice to forego their rest to give them energy that they don't really have. And then what happens is it expends all of the reserves and everything else that you have, and you're not putting more on reserve. And so when you do get exposed to a major variant, what's the body going to burn if you've already burned all the fuel because you want to keep producing, because you want to keep up with the Joneses? You guys need to fucking rest. I'm telling you, stop trying to keep up with people around you. If you can afford to stay home and do the J juice a little bit, eat food and sleep, freaking do it. Stop trying to go out and hang out with everybody when you know you need to rest. I get it if you're the major breadwinner and you have to balance out working and resting and doing the J juice and all that stuff. I mean, anyone that's a breadwinner, I feel bad for, because there's a lot that they have to juggle. And there's crazy different programming in the environment that they have to also acclimate to simultaneously while they're trying to reverse all their issues and put food on the table. But if you're not in that position to be a major breadwinner and you're on, either disability or somebody else is taking care of you, or you have some kind of government program that's keeping you alive, then you take this freaking time and you rest. And if you're depressed because you're resting, it's because you've been told that you're not productive. You've been told that you're lazy. You've been told that you have to keep up with the person next door who is aging, degrading, and having so many issues, but they're manipulating their hormones so they can keep up with everybody else until one day they won't be able to handle the environment. Till one day their predispositions kick in and will take them down several notches. And in turn, you're trying to keep up with them, and you have the chance to freaking rest. Stop trying to spend money that you don't have. That's what you guys are doing. Once you get a little taste of like, oh my God, I could feel well with this energy with J juice, you're basically like using credit. You're using credit that you don't have, that you can't pay for, because you're not giving your body a chance to retain those reserves. And so that's one of the dangers about J juice, is you get a taste of what it's like to be rich in energy, because salt, yes, is energy. But if you don't have anything to back it up with, that salt's going to cannibalize the fuck out of you. I'm serious. Jelly juice is very, very strategic. When the environment was not that aggressive, you can afford to utilize all this energy, and then, you pack on some food and all that stuff, and you're in that kind of equilibrium. Okay, great. But now we have new viral programmings that are going to kick your ass, and it's going to cause more engines running in your body, more immunological responses that your body is going to have to deal with, along with you trying to keep up with everybody else around you, along with you trying to reverse all your predispositions, because most likely they're not being reversed. And so it's a different environment. This is not crypto. We're not trying to overinflate somebody's, stock price and be like, oh yeah, I'm all better now. No, you're not. If you were all better, you wouldn't be depressed that you're resting. The fact that you're depressed because you're resting says that you've been brainwashed by so many people around you to basically enslave you until you pass away. And now the world is different. Now you must take pride in resting when your body needs to. You don't need those 50 million Birkin bags. You don't need to go to that one place or another. It'll be there when you finally get, relatively 99%. All the places that you're visiting now will be there when you get better. Take the freaking time and rest. I'm telling you. And I'm telling you, some of you are not going to do it. And you're going to expend more energy than you can afford. And then you're going to supernova out. Because you probably are not going to give enough insulation to your heart. And that's the issue. Some of you have heart issues. You're not giving time to healing. And you're trying to use J juice as a way to get the artificial energy as well as used as a cure. And you can't do that. There's a careful balance. And that's what our world has figured out now, is that there's so many imbalances, unbalanced energy, that people are glitching and they can't handle someone telling them no. They can't handle someone not mixing their Slurpee. You see people are freaking glitching and going off the freaking deep end out there because they have so much imbalanced energy and conflicting programming swirling around. The world's very different now. Take the freaking time and rest. I'm telling you, take the freaking time and rest.